About
one.
too, I mean, this has probably been on his mind like since he found out. And
Oh,
he's probably
yeah,
been
for
thinking
sure.
like, okay, what can I do? So it's always possible, especially when you're like at that level, at the very. I think it's like
Yeah, I feel like Dolan's absolutely gotten to the level where this is doable.
yeah.
And
Um,
depending like on the level of like how much he prepared, Dolan probably did have access to a couple of people to reach out to in terms of like practicing this matchup. We do have a good amount of zero suits in Massachusetts. I know friends with Frosty who plays zero suit.
Oh, Frosty's zero suit now?
Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah,
zero
he's
suit
been doing
Falco.
so for a while.
I support fewer Falco players.
Oh, trust me, I agree.
Characters.
It's
But-
personal for me. It's unfortunate.
Oh, you play Wii Fit, right? Yeah, that's a rough life.
But pretty good start for Dolan. Keeping up really well. Said, I mean, it's a tough matchup, of course, so Diddy doesn't have a lot of options to deal with Zero Suit's like mobility and where she's going to be in her out of shield. Like her shield pressuring is really good, but Banana gives them a tool that most characters just won't have access to.
Yeah, Zero Suit has long had trouble with dealing with bananas and also with small characters, which Diddy is, of course, very short.
Yeah.
A lot of her landing aerials, pressure, her zairs, those are just so like specific ranges. Zero Suit has a lot of really precise hitboxes, and Diddy makes that really difficult to land consistently.
Very much keeping up. And
I feel like the big thing to avoid with Mars is he's always had just these insane reads that come out of nowhere as the F tilt with bad DI is going to take the first stock. But Mars just like downloads you so quickly and just always gets those soul reads, and you just lose stocks out of nowhere. And that's, I think, the big thing Dolan needs to avoid.
Yeah, very similar to player like Light. Mars's reactions are just like so insane.
it's on another level.
It's funny because I've seen him say that his reaction time's not that great and that he's just like actually reading everything, but it seems hard to believe that when you watch him play.
I feel like to a degree that can be true, but also I don't know.
Alright, so there's the up smash taking the first stock. Dolan keeping this pretty tight.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, right now, looking very, very doable for Dolan at this moment.
That Nair is safe on parry though.
Yeah, the way he's been approaching, obviously, like for the most part, has been safe, but hasn't really done much to Mars. Like Mars is just willing to stand there, stay in shield. Oh,
Okay,
nice
big
up B.
punish. That does 6 damage to Diddy, but it does so much damage
Does like
to the opponent that it's worth
40%,
it.
yeah.
So it's a positive
It's worth it.
trade-off.
Especially because Diddy like kind of lacks like big burst damage.
Yeah, Diddy has super consistent damage and kill power, but usually not like super explosive, like one combo things or like early kill power. So anything he can do to kind of accelerate that process is always really important for him.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good punish on the grab up and flat.
And that was really smart. Mars has
Yeah.
not been doing flip jump out of the corner very often. He's really been saving that for the right moment, but
Oh.
the mash out.
Yeah, that was a really
Dolan
good.
he was there.
Yeah, there's like
Mars smashes faster than anyone I've ever
that has
seen.
to be like that definitely was a reaction like you said earlier.
If he jumps there, Zero Suit might be dead. I don't know. I think
Probably
Mars had the
would've
jump
been
Probably
dead,
not dead,
but,
but it would have
certainly
been a
Dolan
very
would've
good
been
spot.
a really good spot.
It reverses. It kind of reverses the whole prospect right now.
So the next room over,
Again.
just finally seeing that last interaction.
Okay,
Oh,
There's what he
time.
was going for.
I mean, well, now we know it probably wouldn't have done much.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too when you're fighting like these top players and you're kind of the underdog is when you get in those situations. Because I think Dolan deliberately kind of delayed it because he was like, oh, surely he's not going to expect this and mash out instantly. And he
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
So
That's the thing. Mars plays the game so fast.
yeah, like sometimes you just can't get greedy like that. Speaking of greedy though,
Yeah,
Mars,
Mars, however, he can get greedy.
Mars
Yeah.
historically
He'll
a
be fine.
greedy player in some ways. Yeah.
very much so.
I mean, the way that he looked very comfortable losing that stock, feels very confident taking this game, but not with that up B.
Flies out of the up B.
It's good DI in on the up B one. Oh, and that's going to be
Should
Yep.
be it.
That
Yep.
is it.
The up smash does work in this game, unlike any previous game.
It's the multi-hits.
And that is game 1 to Mars. So Dolan keeping it pretty competitive, but Mars really starting to pull away at towards the end there. And you just see how consistent Mars is as a player. You know, Dolan's doing so many things right. Mars is just always that step ahead.
I mean, for as hard as this matchup is, he's definitely had to have been fighting it for,
Oh, he's
the
so
whole,
good
the
at
whole
it. Yeah.
time, like 10, 15 years.
And counter pick's gonna be,
Not Skyworld.
yeah. I hope
Should bring
not.
back Skyroll.
Hollow Bastion.
Oh no, I'm thinking of the Zelda one. Never mind. Skyroll's terrible.
I'm like, you probably played.
Skyloft. Skyloft is actually
Skyloft.
super cool. We ran that for like 2 weeks at the start of Ultimate. It was really fun.
I remember practicing.
I
on
think
that stage.
yeah, a lot of stages were practiced on
Oh, yeah.
early on. I'm a Castle Siege fan till the end, unfortunately.
Look, if anyone ever wants to bring me to Frigid Orpheon, I'll be there.
Game number 2 on
Hollow Bastion. All right.
Yeah, I think this makes sense. Like, I think Diddy definitely likes scrapping with Zero Suit because, like you said, her boxes are so precise. So having a smaller stage to kind of do that, definitely not a terrible idea.
And here we see a really good start for Dolan right now.
Racking
keeping
up
Mars
the
off
damage.
stage.
And this is exactly what you want in this matchup. Just keep Zero Suit from getting comfortable, keep her from really starting up all her offense. Because Zero Suit's defensive options are so good, but Diddy just is so good at covering all of them so consistently.
Absolutely.
Between banana, down tilt, and just getting like decent reward off of every grab. Zero Suit is also just like so hard to grab for most characters, and that's something where I think the banana is a huge help in this matchup.
And just noticing like how quickly Mars has brought it back. One
Oh,
thing
yeah.
that was happening earlier is that the way that Mars applies pressure is will go for relatively safe moves, and upon parry, if the opponent is parrying it, it's like mash that jab. Like that jab is always so fast, like you will get it.
It is a frame 1 jab. Only 2 frame 1 moves, or 2 frame 1 jabs in this game. The third frame 1 move because Little Mac is here.
Nice movement.
But, ooh, almost gets it.
A little food flew a little too close to the sun, quite literally.
Yeah.
He's not gonna die for it, and this is a really good second match. And that's the thing too. This is even more impressive on Dolan's end is that usually like a lot of people like who are pretty competent at the game will like have like these close game 1 sets with the top players, and they'll feel comfortable. And then going into game 2, they'll just the top players simply switch it up like that. And just kind of like run them over, but Dolan's just keeping up like still.
Yeah.
If anything, he's doing better this game.
Yeah.
It's still very tight here, second stock. Dolan with a slight percent lead. And you got to be ready for that
That
jab.
pressure.
It's impossible to get a move out before it in those situations.
Dolan trying to find
Okay,
the kill
trying
right
to get it
here.
down to almost dies for it, but he's gonna die
Ooh,
for
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
He
not a good
ended up
up
so
smash
well
right there.
avoiding down smashes. That's the first down smash that's hit all set. I mean, even that one was a punish. He's done
Yeah.
so good avoiding them on these tech chase situations and landing traps.
Yeah. Okay, let's switch a little too early.
Not gonna get the downer right there, and holding shield just right at the corner of the stage just to get
Game of
combo.
chicken. Oh,
Oh, he
he's not
does get
ready
out.
for ZSS.
Hey, yeah, this-
Never mind, still doesn't work.
It doesn't hit in every game.
Alright, so Zero Suit at 153. Certainly Mars just hanging on to the second stock. Dolan getting a little aggressive going for these up smashes. I'd love to see him just replace those with up tilts around
Okay.
these percents.
That grab was like so smart.
Yeah.
That's what I would say, because he grabbed like he just whiff grabbed like on top of the bananas.
Oh,
Nice. 22% just from the explosion.
Yeah.
that's
Snare Bear might
Nah, that's
kill.
not killing.
Not quite. Back air's so strong.
Yeah, it's pretty good. They're gonna go deep for that. Really, honestly, kind of a risky play. 'Cause
Yeah.
Diddy notoriously one of the strongest down airs just in the game for some reason.
it's looking a little bit.
Some
Ooh, not quite
damage.
close enough to get an air dare spike, but still Dolan getting a good spot. Goes
That
for
was
it.
bold.
He's
oh,
dead,
we're
yeah.
not gonna, wait. I was like air dodge into
That was-
ZSS.
yeah.
Get a beat
That
right
actually
now.
would've
With
worked.
a lot
Yeah.
of base knockback, if he was like a little closer to the ledge, it would have killed.
Yeah.
I definitely respect it. Going for it all there, it almost works out.
Oh, such a good play. He only needed.
Actually, honestly, like because
If he-
the,
yeah, if he
the
air
sweet
dodged
spot on
towards
that move
ZSS,
is really
he was
weird.
live.
Yeah.
So if he was like on top of him and hit it, then I think it would have just killed straight up.
Wow. What an end to that game.
Yeah. I mean, but again, this speaks to
Dolan
what
right
Cafe
there
was
with
saying.
a really tight game here.
Dolan just progressively getting better every game. So looking into this game 3, you know, this could be the one. The hot Dolan win.
Yeah.
Hot dub. But then you'd have to win the set, so you know,
Yeah.
reverse to Rio.
It's okay. He got it. He got it.
Hey, if you can win a game, you can win the set. So
True.
if he gets one, we know it's possible. Oh, and I love the delayed
Yeah,
jab 3 there.
staggered
Marius
it.
just knowing that Dolan would be anxious to punish the jab 2 if he stopped it there. Delaying it just enough, catching him dropping shields.
And then
Oz with pivot grab.
just can't get too antsy. You see he's kind of playing a little bit more shaky. The grab whiffed. He kind of didn't punish it right away. So.
I know.
So much damage.
I love that up. He just knows when to go for it.
Yeah. Yeah,
It
like,
is not the fastest out of shield option, but it is certainly. I don't know the exact frame. I believe it's
frame
like
8.
Is it 8? Yeah.
Yeah. The problem with it is just it's a little too small for it to be
Yeah.
like consistent out of shield.
Diddy has a lot of really fast out of shield options. Up smash is frame 5. It's the fastest one in the game. But it's just like it's also like very small and
Yeah,
only
the
really hits
range
in front of
and
him.
stuff like that, and then the aerial's a little too high.
Yeah.
Unfortunate side B into Mars's back air, perfectly spaced.
Yeah, those
Just to
monkey
take that
flips,
stun.
man. That's like the Achilles heel of like every Diddy.
Yeah. I think the big thing with monkey flip is like monkey flip as an offensive tool is so godlike, and monkey flip as a defensive tool gets you killed. Like you got to be so
It
careful
depends.
with it.
Like, in both ways, it can just
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can be good and
Trust
bad.
me, I'm an expert on that.
Yeah.
It might be the most like diverse move of all time in some ways.
Yeah.
It benefits both players massively in different situations.
It's so real.
Oh,
Oh,
nice
Two
up tilt.
frame.
Been going for those dares, hasn't been working. Gets the up tilt 2 frame that time. A little bit easier to do, more active frames.
Yeah, it's a
You're
little
not
bit
in
safer.
lagginess.
to commit to.
Honestly, the missed tech there was probably the best situation. You're least likely to get tech chased.
Mhm.
Mars does so much damage off these conversions. That's going to be a stock.
back
Mars all
again.
of a sudden a stock away from taking the set.
Yeah, and this is like like that. It's just like now it's just a big ass like lead from
Yeah.
from Mars
And-
after like a really close set this whole time.
Yeah. Mars trying to be cheeky, almost tried to kill Dolan at like 25 with that down air, but Dolan's better than that.
Absolutely.
I'm never surprised to see the Mars down air attempts. He's been doing it for so
Yeah,
long.
he'll do it to anyone. It's
Yeah, like-
crazy.
No matter who you are.
Oh, and trying to aggressively kind of like run up, get the banana pull in Mars' general direction, see if he can force a reaction. But Mars just doesn't flinch, runs it right at him and hits him. Really taking control here. Got to avoid any back airs.
Oh. Looking a little bit rough for Dolan right now.
Really nice
That's-
bait though on the grab, and then ends up
Wow.
getting the grab conversion. So
Mhm.
last stop, Dolan keeping himself alive here.
Banana into the invincible body, not gonna do
Oh,
That's
no.
gonna be it.
That's
Yep,
the that's
that
the
should do it.
classic. Is just
Just
like
down
pull
smash.
yeah. Like when you pull
do
banana,
it.
it's just such a mind game of like, okay, like is the opponent gonna grab it? Am I gonna grab it?
Yeah.
What are they gonna do if I try to grab it? What do I do if they try to grab it?
Mhm.
So many factors, and Mars just knew like, okay, he definitely wants to start this momentum, so I'm gonna stop him, and there it is.
Mars'
Again.
item game for someone who does not play an item character is incredible. Like